Alright, just making sure the audio is here. I think we're good. Oh. Alexa, lights on. Alexa, lights on. There we go. Sometimes you have to try and sweet talk. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this into our single site here. Alright. Now, of course, the second I go live, all the tornado warnings expire. Is there really not any more? Daggone it, Mother Nature. Sometimes I tell you. I get home, I race my way home from the gym. Oh, wait, okay, there we go. I was about to say. I was like, really? Really, Mother Nature? This is how we want to do it today? But this is a tornado warning on the Illinois and Iowa border here. This is for the counties of Rock Island in Illinois, Henry County in Illinois, and then Scott County in Iowa, and Muscatine County in Iowa. This is radar indicated and is located over West Lake Park, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, Bettendorf, Milan, Buffalo, West Lake Park, Rock Island, Arsenal, Fruitland, and Credit Island is going to be on you guys within the next 3 minutes. East Moline, Silvis, Riverdale, Panorama, I don't know why I can't say that, Panorama Park, Campbell's Island, and Rock Island County Fairgrounds within the next 8 minutes. There's a lot. Clare, Hampton, Carbon Cliff, Silvis Heights, Elwinick Forest Preserve, interesting name, Pleasant Valley, and Fisherman's Corner in the next 13 minutes. Kelowna, Port Bryan, Rapid City, Cleveland, and Barstow within the next 18 minutes. Dang, there's a lot going on with this one. Anywhere from I-74, mile markers 1 to 5, I-80, mile markers 294 to 306, I-80 between mile markers 1 and 7, I-74 markers 1 and 4, Jesus, I-88 mile markers 1 and 5, and I-280 mile markers 2 and 12. Other towns to watch for: Princeton, Osborne, Dayton, and Cordova. That was a mouthful. And then some. No diddy. We're not doing that here. So not only are we looking at tornado potential today, we also have quite a bit in the way of damaging wind potential. In fact, there's a 90 mile per hour gust that was observed here, as you can see in the warning. So yeah, apparently we've hit the ground running here. Like I said, I was at the gym a little earlier and I had to race my way back home. When I started seeing the radar light up, I was like, oh man. And really that's kind of my fault, because I didn't get out of the house as early as I wanted to. Running up and down across town. So that's on me. It is what it is. Appreciate you all tuning in, by the way. I know the weather hasn't been all that exciting lately. Well, I actually would say it has, but it hasn't been as appealing. You aren't seeing the clickbaity titles where it's like, okay, big time tornado outbreak. It's just kind of the here and there type of deal. But sometimes when it happens, though, we'll get more than we bargained for. Such is the way of the mesoscale setup. Hey, Justin. Huh? Oh, this tornado is actually on the ground. This is confirmed on radar. We barely even got a chance to look at this. We're trying to just catch up. But this tornado warning has now been upgraded to an observed here. Hey, Shiori. Oh, well, I just realized I didn't even share that on. I didn't share that on Twitter or anything. But this is a confirmed tornado near Davenport. We do have cameras over there. I don't know if I'll be able to get like a live shot. Maybe I could get a still if I'm lucky. Like I said, I'm more or less just kind of working with what I have here. You know, whole thing with broadcasting and whatnot. Okay. Alright, so we can get a camera view east of Davenport here. Let's just hope we get a good view. And these are all still shots stacked on it. I'm going to pull it up in just a second here. This is going to be racing off to the east, to the northeast here, so I might be able to position this well enough to where I could get a good view. Or at least that's the hope. This isn't a lot available over here. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a small frame right there. I can kind of see something in the background, but not a great shot again. All right, but I'll show you what I have. It's nothing to write home about though, sadly. I guess I need to make a new scene for that. Oh, here's that, yeah, they did that in a recent update. It wasn't that long ago. It was within, like, the last month that they started doing that. So, like, apparently, I don't know what the XP's for myself, personally. I don't understand, but I guess they do, like, a ranking system for top fans. So, whoever, I guess, comments the most in chat gets the most XP. I don't know what the end game is to it, but yeah, that's a thing now. So yeah, 4 of you have commented so far. Gumby's in the lead right now with 75. You're in second with 50. Justin has 25, and G-Bro has 25 as well. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so unfortunately, this is the best view that I can get. Also, if you're still here, Justin, watch this. This is how you do the cropping thing. That Alt+1 thing, the Alt and 1 key. Or really, you just have to hold down the Alt key. And then you do this, and then you can just change the dimension just like that. It's pretty easy. I remember when I first heard about this, I was like, if it was real, I can't believe it's this easy. I honestly feel kind of stupid. Because people actually think I know stuff about computers. That is a great example of how little I actually know. Uh-oh. Now that I mentioned that, everybody's going to start trying to spam chat. It shouldn't slow the stream down, though, so I'm not worried if you guys do decide to go there. But it'd be pretty funny if somebody did just start spamming to say, there, I have the most XP, I win. It would be funny. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the best I can do right now. If I try to go with News Network cameras, they're going to try to take my stream down and sue me. A little earlier, I don't know if that 90 mile per hour gust is still valid. Yeah, it is actually. The gust is actually dropped down to 70. Still, though, that's very considerable. But dang, 90 for a little bit? That was unexpected, because there's no hatched risk for either the wind or tornado threat, despite there being an enhanced risk. There is no hatched risk today. So that's an interesting detail to the forecast. I wish they could post GIFs in chat, but I think that would probably slow down streaming. I mean, I'd love to see it. Like, way back when I was an admin on a kick chat, like we used to do like GIF wars in there. Everybody just starts spamming GIFs. It was so funny. But yeah, maybe I might go back to doing that on my server if it was feasible, but might need to do some cleaning up in there first. Some people might need to go. Oh, Davenport surprised you? Yeah. Well, I mean, really the last few weeks the setups have been surprising. Yeah, you can do that too. I've done that before, but I don't think too many people like caught on. Maybe like one or two did, so it's pretty funny. But yeah, I do sometimes use GIFs to speak when I don't want to type. So there is that. Alright, so I'm kind of thinking we'll probably be live for at least a couple of hours, and then from there, I guess we'll just figure it out. I don't know how long these storms will last for. The environment's set to where it should be able to go on for a bit, but you know. And there's another pop-up thunderstorm in my area. Let's get some music going while we're at it. Let's keep the channel. Let's keep things rolling here. Thankfully, the warnings seem like they're slowly but surely beginning to kind of die down. And just as I say that, okay, it's still just one warning, okay. I really wish I had live view of this, but I'm gonna try to see if I can shift over to Illinois camera since this is crossing over state borders now. Oh, that's right. Illinois cameras are weird. I don't know if I'm able to pull up what I want though. Nope. So we actually may not have anything over to the east of Davenport. If so, that's kind of lame. I tell you. Okay, well, I definitely tried. Alright. Alright, let me adjust the music here, because I don't know what it is with YouTube, but it always drops the output volume. You guys have heard that a billion times. There we go. I need to add more stuff to this playlist, honestly. Because surely if you guys are tired of it, you know that I am too. Little Rock's radar is down. Thankfully, we aren't expecting much over there. Otherwise, that would be god-awful timing. Oof. Yep. It's been down as of the last couple of hours. Hopefully it's something minor. Hopefully it's just a minor thing. There's a pretty stout line of storms here. You can see the bow shape, the backward C shape over here, beginning to really take form. Now I am kind of leery about a couple of these storms, maybe one of these trying to get going here, if they can end up staying discreet. I do think as we go forward though, we're going to definitely be shifting into an increasingly linear mode. So as a result of that, I think this tornado threat's not going to last for too much longer. Probably within the next hour or two, we're probably going to be shifting almost entirely to damaging winds. The outlook kind of verifies that already as well. So we're almost out of the enhanced risk area. And we're just about out of that 10% area, that main line. Nonetheless, we still need to be watchful of that 5% area. And this even includes the Chicago Metroplex. Probably gonna need a drink right now. Let's grab my armor. Fresh out the bag and freshly opened. Wow, that was good. The fruit punch flavors are so good. Oh wow, so I'm looking on socials right now. Apparently there was the tornado that was down earlier was actually visible from Iowa Speedway. This is a tornado that touched down in Newton, Iowa a little earlier. Just before we went live. Georgian Bay? I'm not quite familiar. I can't remember that off the top of my head. Let me look. I think that would be tomorrow. I think that Georgian Bay, like, yeah, that's tomorrow. Because they do have a slight risk issued for tomorrow. And this would include eastern parts of Michigan, and then I think it would sneak into the Ontario Providence from that point. I wish this map actually showed Canada's outlooks as well, but unfortunately it does not. At least not yet. This is a pretty new app, and they're still like making updates as they go. So maybe at some point they'll have Environment Canada added in, but for right now, it's just the NWS. By US standards, I would assume that you would end up under a marginal risk, but obviously we know how Canada does theirs a little bit differently, so you could have a minor threat. Maybe a moderate threat, which would be basically the equivalent of our slight risk, I guess. I don't know. It's sometimes confusing trying to like figure out just how just figure out the difference between the two. Because they have like if I remember correctly, I think it's like minor, high, minor, moderate, high, extreme. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think isn't it none, minor, moderate, high, extreme? Oh, there's a special weather statement to the south of where I live. But yeah, for tonight you should be fine. Good to see you, by the way, Liz. We still have 70 mile per mile. Wow, I cannot speak right now. We still have 70 mile per hour gusts being observed with this storm that's just passing DeWitt here. I really hate the fact that I can't get any sort of camera footage at all. It's super irritating. Also, if you could, please, folks, make sure that you are hitting that like button. It's very helpful. Trying to get this out to as many people as we can. If you hit that like button, it definitely helps. And it costs nothing. What's this on the phone here? Ooh, my arms are sore. Wow. There's a pretty large swath of 70-mile-per-hour winds that are ongoing over here. This is even working its way into parts of Wisconsin now. The southern half of the state's looking pretty busy. Like I said, it's always this backward C shape that you always have to watch out for. I'm going to highlight it here so you can see it clearly. It's this area right up in here. It's where our damaging winds are. It's over here where the observed tags are. Basically what happens is rain cool air surges outward. You get a big downdraft in the storm. And sometimes you'll even get a gust front. I don't see anything that robust on radar from what I'm seeing. But there's definitely strong winds under this thunderstorm here. Still looking to see where that gust front might be, or that outflow boundary. I think it's probably going to be like right up against the front, and we have a new tornado warning. So another thing about those backward C shapes is that sometimes you get what's called a weak echo region to pop up here. And it's here sometimes where you see this little notch is where you get the tornado warning. This one's for Lafayette County in Wisconsin here. This is located near Apple River. It's radar indicated. We'll be heading into Darling, Shullsburg, Argyle, Blanchardville, Wyoda, South Wayne, Fayette, Lamont, Gratiot, Yellowstone State Park, and Woodford here. This is already producing significant wind damage, and now we have the potential for a tornado within this little notch here. It's weak rotation right up in here, just to the north and west of Gratiot. I don't know how to pronounce that. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Gratiot. Gratiot? I don't know. I'm not going to focus on that too much right now. Can't afford to. Let's get this marker here off of the screen, because we're going to need to keep it relatively clear for the most part. And I did the exact opposite of that. Well done, Ty. Let's get rid of that. Let's go. Now let's zoom in. Yeah, it's right up in here. It's not the most robust signature that we've seen, and it probably won't be at any point, really. But from what I can see, your wind's going towards the radar kind of on the south side. North side's wind is where we're getting the inflow. South side's the outflow, and that's where our spin is occurring. So we're getting a motion. I guess I might as well just put the marker back up, where we're kind of going this way here, and then we have this going on here. They're decent arrows on my part. I normally do not do a very good job when it comes to drawing, but that time we were on the ball. The other thing about these weak echo regions that pop up with these linear storm modes here is that even if they do produce a tornado, they typically do not last very long. By the way, that tornado warning that was observed earlier in Davenport is now back down to radar indicated. Again, kind of like I mentioned before, it's a brief period where we ended up getting some pretty strong rotation and even a brief touchdown, but of course now it's no longer on the ground. It's not really one of those long track kind of days. Just a reminder, guys, if you could hit that like button, that would be awesome. That would help significantly. Still have quite a ways to go before this gets to Chicago. I would say probably within the next hours when we would see impacts there. Kind of chilly in here now. I guess that storm outside has brought down the temperature in the house. Yeah, it looks like the rotation's kind of diminished. There still might be something going on here, but it doesn't look great on velocity. That much I can tell you. Another thing about this storm is that if it did get its act together and drop something, you would have a very hard time seeing it. It would just be a sloppy mess of rain, wind, and hail, possibly even. Albeit the hail would be pretty light, pretty small in diameter. But still, that would definitely inhibit your view of any potential tornado in this case. Ooh, excuse me. Hope you had fun, Emmanuel. Yeah, I got back from the gym not too long ago. I am a little tired, I can't lie. It kind of took a lot out of me, but I'm here. And that's what counts. Yeah, you aren't lying. I'll probably go in the pool tomorrow morning for a workout. Maybe I'll just go to the hot tub after working out my legs, but still. Dip in the water sounds nice. I gotta become a stronger swimmer in general. I'd say my swimming is very weak. I'll need to probably grab something to eat here in a minute. My body is burning off everything so fast right now. Try to hold out till 7 and then I'll grab some food. Yeah, this is a general rundown of what we have going on here. A little earlier we actually had a 90-mile-per-hour gust observed, but it looks like the winds are slowly but surely dropping. We're still getting plenty of 70-mile-per-hour tags here. We have at least 4 along this line alone. And then there have been a couple of tornadoes recorded recently, especially over towards Davenport. So it's staying pretty active right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I also need some waterproof. I also wouldn't mind some waterproof headphones. That would make things a little easier too. Because the ones that I have are definitely not. Alright, that Davenport warning may expire within the next 5 minutes here. Hard to tell what's going on since it's directly over the radar side too. Let's turn up the music on my end so that way I can actually hear it. Ooh, cauliflower ears. Dang. So you did some wrestling. That would have been my next. That's what would have been my next guess. Yeah, jujitsu will drop you on your head a few times too, right on the ear. Especially as you're working on those leg locks. The heel hooks are especially bad. I have a little bit of background in martial arts. It wasn't anything special. No belt or anything like that. I never trained in a dojo. I just sparred and practiced with other guys. Those guys were like actual MMA fighters though, so I learned a lot from those lessons. Peruvian necktie. I haven't heard that in a while. It's pretty nasty right there. I admire the art behind all of it, you know? I mean, it's a martial art at the end of the day. People just see it all as violent, but there is an art behind those skills. Something you wouldn't really understand unless you've actually, like, fought or have trained with somebody who does that kind of stuff. Me personally, I'm more into the striking, but I do like the ground game too. Dang. Shoulders heavy. Dang. Yeah, at this point now, I just train more or less for the cardio. No training camps here. Ow. Jaw. Alright, Davenport warning may be finally allowed to expire. They do have a severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of it, but there is no tornado possible tag with it, so there might be some reassuring news there. Might be down to just one, and that one in Wisconsin wasn't looking all that impressive on radar either. Yep, they allowed it to expire. Yeah, there's still maybe some rotation here, but it's relatively light. Ooh, we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning now. This has winds up to 80 miles an hour and a tornado possible tag along with it. This is in Lafayette and Greene counties. This is in Wisconsin. These are radar indicated 80 mile per hour winds, by the way. It's moving to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. So we got to be watchful anywhere northwest of Winslow to near Pearl City. Monroe, Broadhead, Shullsburg, Monticello, Albany, Argyle, Watauga, South Wayne, Browntown, Gratiot, Attica, Judah, Jordan Center, and Woodford are also in the path of this storm. So a storm with damaging wind potential, with heightened damaging wind potential, is on the way, with the potential of a possible tornado as well. You see how it has that little backward C shape? It's often to the north or south of that sometimes where you'll end up seeing the potential for tornadic activity. It's those little inflow notches you need to look for, like right here, for example. See two of them right there. Usually on the backside, we're less likely to get tornadoes, but it's not unheard of to get them too, so we're not out of the woods yet. Once this line passes, though, we are. Might need a moment to walk around that, man. Sheesh. Dang. And they've extended that warning. Probably because of that weak echo region I was just talking about. There's that one to the south. Alright, I'm going to need a second to walk around. Try to get myself back together here. I'll be right back. Oops. Alright, we're back. I needed to kind of just get myself to... I just need to get moving a little bit. My body's just a little tired from that workout, I think. That's really all it is. think the real issue is just I probably sat in the sauna for way too long. Just trying to speed up the recovery process, and I might have just made it worse. That's all. I guess you would say this was part for a different segment in that line, but I would also say it's the same segment. I just needed something to munch on real quick too while I was at it. I'll probably be tired again probably in 30 minutes because once I start working out, my body just burns everything so quick. Like, it's just vicious how it happens. I mean, then again, you should see the way I work out. It's not exactly... I'm not in there just to sit around. I don't play. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm also in the process of growing my hair out. Yeah, my early 20s I actually had my hair long. I'm 30 already. I'm already 30. I'm actually going to be turning 31 in November. Yeah, my early 20s I grew my hair out long. Had it for a few years, went and cut it, trying to grow it back out. It's going okay. I mean, I have the sides kind of like shaved, almost like a little bit of a fade thing right now. But yeah, if I keep, but yeah, the back's grown almost, well, the back's almost grown to a point where I could like do an oxtail if I wanted, but I'm not gonna do that too quickly. But yeah, there was a point recently where I had my hair probably about as long as to like the base of my neck. I'll probably do like I'll probably just keep doing like a fade thing and kind of keeping the sides like just a little high, like above the ear. Yeah, like I'll keep the little line on the sides like above the ear, no lower than that. But if I were to, like wear the hair down, then no one would really even notice probably. Besides, that seems to be like a style that's kind of in nowadays anyway, where you do like little fades and whatnot. So I'll do that and just kind of keep it simple. Oh, oh, you are 34. Well, I've never seen what you look like, so I wouldn't have guessed really. I thought you were somewhere in my age group. I didn't know if you were younger, older though. It was kind of hard to tell. You should never let people know what you're thinking or what your age is. And I totally just broke that rule by telling you my age. Nah, Justin, you're younger than I am. You're more able-bodied than most as well. Oh, so they did extend that tornado watch into Chicago. Man, I'm so bummed out that there's no cameras over here in the entire state of Illinois. That's crazy. I still get that. Like, I finally have grown past the point where people think I'm under 18, but I still get carded at, depending on the gas station I go to. Or, like, some people would guess my age and they'd say, like, maybe 23, 24. I've gotten a few 25s, but that's about it. I remember when you told me your age, and I was actually kind of shocked because I'm like, yeah, you do a lot. You're a lot better off than most. Trust me. He's older than that. He's older than that. He see though. He could have fooled you though. This is the same guy that chased in like 6 different states in like 3 days, I think it was, earlier this year. If he tells you your actual age and you realize the ground that he covered within that 1 week, well, really weekend, you'd be like, what the heck? Like, that's something I couldn't even do, I don't think. It would be a rough grind for me. That would probably put me out of action for a couple of days. I'd be like, nope, I'm not doing that. Especially with all that driving and just sitting still, because that's where I really get got, you know. Like, whenever I sit still for like long streams, it gets really tough for me. Like, I just want to end up like halfway, like nodding off so quick. interesting little group of showers and storms that have begun to develop here. I wonder how this could change the environment, though. If Justin's here, I'll let him tell you his age. But you're getting closer, but you're not quite there. You still got a little ways to go. You're getting closer, though. Man, I hate that there's no... Yeah, you're gonna have to just keep trying, Emmanuel. Oh, wow. Y'all got the 101. Yeah, I think that trough that's moving into my area, we aren't really getting up there as much. I think we went up to like 89, which is really nice. It's been a nice change of pace because those last couple weeks were consistently 95 plus, high humidity, rough times. Just thankfully, my job's in the off season right now, so I'm enjoying the rest. Very close now. Very close. Very close. Dang. Ooh. Well, Justin? Ooh, wow. Close. Extremely close. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna let you two figure it out. Uh-oh. Metroplex is under a under another flash flood warning. It seems like Midtown and areas to the south just can't seem to get away from the rain. A couple weeks ago that was us. Or I would say yeah. But man, hey, I'm telling you though, he's a real dang, like I was still trying to wrap my head around it. Where were you? You were in like Illinois, what weren't you? Like you were in like what? You were like Illinois, Indiana, that area. You jumped down to Missouri, went all the way from there down to Oklahoma, and then back to Arkansas. I'm like, man, that is a trek. That's some road running right there for real. Like after that, I didn't say anything about some of the routes that we would get for work for at least like the next couple of days. I was just like, dang, man. Shoot, I saw Justin do that. Oh, you started Nebraska. I thought you were out further out east. I think there was somebody else that was further out to the east, because I remember, I think it was during that time there were like 2 setups. There's one over towards like Illinois, and then you had went to the Missouri setup, or, geez, I don't know. That whole time was a blur, because that's when things were like just jumping. It was super busy. Sometimes it's hard to really remember all these setups now, when I really think about it. I'm hoping I can get at least a couple of cameras over here. I might be able to get Chicago. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm starting to remember it now. It's coming back to me slowly. Where are the cameras at here? Please give me something. Okay, it's there. Okay. There we go. Okay, I guess. Okay, there we don't go. Oh, these are all snapshots too. What the heck, man? Oh yeah, the MCV. Dang, it's just so hard to keep up with all that stuff. What's the password to my age? Oh shit. This is the password to my age. I think you said it was like 63? Since you're making me get, since I guess you're assuming, I guess I'm included in this, I don't know. 63? Or is it 64? Wait, I think it's 64. Isn't it? Shoot, I can't remember anything anymore right now. Why do I feel so tired? Dang. Did I just overdo it today? No, listen to the question. Oh, okay. Okay, what is the password to my age? What? Wait. I feel so slow now. What is going on with me today? I feel so slow right now. This is embarrassing. I feel like I'm normally sharper than this one. I feel like I'm normally sharper than this. What is the password to my question? Dang, man. Come on, brain. I know I'm a little tired, but dang, I shouldn't be this sloppy tired. I shouldn't be like sloppy tired like this. They're just continuing this warning. Okay, so they're still going with the destructive tag here. This is now entering, it's now including, not entering yet. This is now including Evansville, Janesville, Magnolia, and Orford. What is the password? I don't know. You got me here. You could probably ask me what 2 plus 2 is, and I'd probably say something like chicken noodle soup or something like that. What? Oh. Wait. What is... Wait, the password is what? Huh? Aw, I was literally one off. Really? Neither have I. I was literally one off. Now I feel super slow. Dang it, man. I only stayed in that sauna for like 20 minutes. Should I just avoid the sauna now? And you literally put the period right there too. You literally put the period right there too. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I need to be in the sauna anymore. You know, it's pretty hot in there, and I gritted out 20 minutes. But dang. Do not say it as a question. Oh no, I've already hydrated. I already had some water, and I also had a body armor, so I've got electrolytes in my system. Probably just need to eat again. Like, eat some real food. The only thing I ate when I came back from the workout was like some yogurt, because I had to go back out and try to jump my sister's car, which unfortunately did not work. So, yeah. Didn't quite go all as planned. Don't say it as a question, but as a simple sentence. When I read it again, it makes so much sense too. Yeah. It's a long story behind all of that. Nothing I really can like get into right now, but yeah. She had to call roadside for it. I really think the jumper cables might have had like a short in them because there's just no real response. So that's really what I really think it could have been something on my end. I don't know, but it is what it is, you know. It's one of those things. Okay. So while I'm at it here, let me look at the forward speed again. Yeah, it is starting to increase actually. I've been seeing. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it really is increasing. Forward speed was about 35 to 40, and now we're starting to see 40 to 50. That sounds like an alternator issue, Shiori. Oh, 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 oh. I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm sorry. That's funny. That's actually really funny. I'm sorry. I feel bad for laughing. I don't think. I mean, that might be a mistake I would make. Then again, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. But that is funny though. No, sorry, I'm laughing at it too. I mean, sometimes you can't help but laugh in situations like that. I really hate the lack of cameras that we have over here. Oh, come on, Justin. You know you're laughing at that too. Well, at least it was out of gas instead of like needing a whole nother alternator, because I'm pretty sure that's a lot cheaper than an alternator. Just getting a simple gas can and filling it up. Because I've been in that spot and it's not fun. It sucks. Yeah, I know you are. I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of hard not to laugh at that one. And I hate the fact that I said that. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for laughing. Please tell me there's a camera in Wisconsin. Maybe I could take it. Maybe I can figure this out. Continuing with that tornado warning, still radar indicated. Still have 80-mile-per-hour attack, severe thunderstorm warning with this too. Let me look at the velocity with this again. Still have a pretty good return. We're seeing blues right here. When you see the blue, usually that tells you all you need to know. So right up in there somewhere is where those 80-mile-per-hour tag went. If I zoom in tighter, I probably will catch it. 72, 73, 74, 76. It's like on the cutting edge of being 80. Or on the roads. Or at least as far as what we have access to. Ooh, Wisconsin actually has DOT cameras that show video. Now, will they show anything far enough to the south to see what's going on here? That is the key question. Actually, yes. Let me see this again. Let me see where this is again. Janesville. Oh, yes, we do. We will have a visual on this. Oh my goodness, finally. It is it's actually a miracle. I just hope we're facing in the right direction. Because if we're facing to the east, we're screwed. Yeah, I just found them too. All I gotta say is this: if they're facing to the east, then I don't know what to say anymore. I give up. I'm just like, I don't know what else to say. I just halfway want to cry, and something's telling me that they might be. Well, no, it's a little dark over here. Hang on, just a second, guys. I'm gonna pull this up so you can see it. Yeah, Illinois cameras, trash. Alright, well, we're doing our thing again. It's about time we found some cameras. Some actual cameras. Because, man, I'm like, jeez. Once you go east of the Mississippi, sheesh. It's so hard to find anything. Or once you go west of the Mississippi, I should say. Like, Arkansas is a good state for cameras. Louisiana's pretty good. So I really would say, like, once you get past like Arkansas, Missouri is when things start to really just kind of go to crap. Well, at least we have a camera finally. And it's off to the left side, like right towards the top end of the screen where it's a little bit darker. So I'm hoping that that's what... I hope that's facing off to the west. There is a little complex of storms a little further off this way to the southeast. I'm hoping that's not what we're seeing. But I'm inclined to think that we're looking west. You found it? Which camera are you looking at? Because I'm looking at I-39 and 90 at Racine Street in Wisconsin 11. Or are you looking at another state? Because Illinois, yeah, because Illinois cameras are absolute trash. Yeah, like I said, I hate talking mess about a state and their DOT cameras, but I gotta call a spade a spade. Their cameras over there are no friends of mine. Those are awful. Oh, you're at 12 at US 12. Okay. Where is it? Where is that? Okay, that's Wisconsin 11, 14 Avalon Road. Where exactly is that? US 12. Where is that? Is it? Do I need to go north or do I need to go south of where I am? Yeah. Yeah. See, Woodman, 90. I feel like I'm close. I think that might be the one, maybe. I hope that, like I said, I hope these are facing off to the west, because if not, we're screwed. Let me adjust this, so that way you can see everything. It would be funny if it'd be funny if it was all facing off to the east all along. I'd be like, man, you know what? Look bad, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. Okay, so that's not... Okay, I didn't intend to click that, but okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, this one's a little... This camera's not of the best quality. Shoot, I'll just go back to where I was. No screenshots. Go back. Yeah, I couldn't find where US 12 was, but it is what it is. We'll just kind of work with what we got, and hopefully we find something along the way. I mean, at least you guys know I'm trying. Let's look at this real quick. Oh, that's interesting right there. That's really interesting, actually. It's probably wrapped in rain, but that looks very suspicious. Like that could potentially be down. If it happens, though, it's going to be very quick. But what I'm thinking would happen if it is on the way to really being down, we're going to see this notch here really start to kind of deepen. Because I would expect the inflow to come in from this way. Especially since it's moving northeast. So if it's going to happen, it's going to be right in here. And it definitely looks like WeatherWise's radar is in agreement with me. Such a bummer that I can't tell what's going on with this yet. Like, I'm going to be optimistic here. I'm going to say that this is probably facing off to the west because it looks like it's getting progressively darker. I hope. Also, just a reminder, in case anyone did not do it, please make sure you are hitting that like button. I'm really suspicious of that area. I'm just wondering if we might need to move up one camera to the north here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about Illinois? Yeah. Illinois' cameras are horrible. Illinois is probably like one of the worst states. Another close second would probably be the Dakotas. The Dakotas are really bad with the DOT as well. In certain states where I was like, man, I don't want to stream here. Because unless there's a chaser there, it's just kind of a moot point, you know? I mean, obviously, if something's going on there, I still want to do it. But, you know, it's just kind of like, well, I hope you guys will take heed to what I'm seeing on radar. If not, then, well, I'm just here talking. This is the one right here. This is pretty close to what you were talking about. Oh, this must be expired. Yeah, it's just gonna be expiring. That's all. Well, that notch is starting to deepen, guys. So I'm thinking that we might have something here. Let's go and look at the velocity data. Yeah, it's a little suspicious. It's kind of hard to tell if it's down. And obviously, we're not going to see something too quickly on CC here, but I'm definitely suspicious of the area. That much I will say. Whew. I don't need to exit out of that. I want to keep that, if anything. Yeah, that line's starting to really move now. It's got some more pace to it. See, let's check that threat for 80-mile-per-hour gust here, because I think that's also going to be a huge problem if that ends up verifying. It's a little earlier that this even was observed. Make sure I check this out here. If anything, it does kind of look like those winds are dropping off a bit, which is good news. Storms weakening early is never a bad thing. But I didn't expect this to be like an overnight threat anyway, so that's one positive. Unfortunate news from Lancaster, Wisconsin right now. Homes are currently flooded underwater. This is a rapidly developing situation, sadly. Let's go ahead and see what's going on there. Man, the flooding this year has been insane. It seems like it's had a lot more significance than in previous years. I mean, it always happens. It's just... It seems like it's been non-stop, though, this time around. Or just the impacts themselves have been far more significant this time around. We do have 2 flash flood warnings here, just off to the west-northwest of the tornado warning. That notch is starting to go away, so I think this is starting to indeed weaken finally. This is the only tornado warning that we have left. We still have plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings that are still very dangerous at this point, including this 80-mile-per-hour attack warning. There's still significant wind gusts going on behind this line of storms as well, so even after the heaviest rain and some of the worst of the lightning passes, you're still going to be dealing with some very strong winds even behind the worst of the storm. So you might want to, once you take shelter, you may want to continue to take shelter for an extended period. Yeah, we're definitely looking in the right spot here. At least we can confirm that finally. Because it's progressively gotten darker as we continue to look at this camera here. So at least we had one thing work right. I don't know if they're going to keep this tornado warning. I mean, this bounded weak echo region here might be enough to sustain it. But if you look on the velocity, there's really not a whole lot. Some pretty strong wind here, so they'll definitely keep the severe thunderstorm warning. But I think the tornado warning may be allowed to expire here shortly. We're about to see a show here in a second. Like an absolute show here in just a little bit from this storm. It's going to be really interesting to see what it ends up ultimately doing. Also, folks, just a reminder, in case you didn't hit that like button, definitely would urge you to do so. Let's see if we can get this closer to 50. Let's see if we can get this to 15 likes. You can actually kind of see the rain shaft on the left side of the camera there. We'll see in the next few minutes that they allow that warning to continue. It will indeed be interesting. Oh yeah, it's coming. Look at that. It is definitely coming. Don't go out. Don't go out. No. Yeah, they still let the warning go on. The wind speeds are dropping on the radar indicated damaging wind threat, so that's good. Is this still the 80? Yep, it is. But I would say even that's starting to drop off now. Alright, y'all. So... oh, shoot. I might have to call... I might have to make a phone call real quick. I will be right back. I'm really sorry. It's a family matter. I should be able to give you guys the details once I come back. So we're gonna keep the we're just gonna turn off the camera and mute the mic, but we'll be back. Alright, just had to make sure everything was cool with my sister and the vehicle situation. We're good now though, so next interruption, I don't know when that will be, would probably be for food. 'Cause I got something coming. So, yeah, I guess we'll just chill out here and wait for this storm to die down a little bit more. Once we lose the 80 mile per hour tax, we'll probably be on the way out. Oh, it's day 2. Let's go back to day 1. Yeah, it looks like the worst of the event is just about over now, though. There's some reassuring news there. So we only got a handful more of severe thunderstorm warnings. Strongest, of course, is right along that Illinois-Wisconsin line. Most of the action is really over towards Wisconsin. Probably by the time we see this go over Lake Michigan, we'll see this probably die out for the most part. We'll still have a little bit of action left over. Still be a little juice, but we'll start to see a major downtrend in activity. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Long time no see. I've been doing alright. It's a decent stream. Just watched this roll through in Wisconsin here. You can see the camera right here up in the top part of this, on the middle right of the screen, I guess you could say. But yeah, it looks like probably won't be live for too much longer. I'll get to relax soon enough. Seems like the severe threat's definitely dying down. We just have this one pesky tornado warning to go with it. And it's not like it really has me all that concerned. This looks like a big old shear line, if anything. Yeah, I've been chilling. You doing good, man? Yeah. Oh, did you see what I shared with you earlier? Oh, I got a thunderstorm statement from my area? Yeah. Oh, that's not my area. Oh wait, yeah it is. That's pretty close. Oh, that's a slow mover. I must have been in the gym when you did. Yeah, when I'm in the gym, I actually don't look at my phone. Like, almost entirely. Like, I'll go almost the whole session without looking at my phone. Like, once I get the playlist going, that's it. I'm just off to the races at that point. Only thing looking at the phone does is just slow me down, make my workout longer for no reason. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I'm definitely not what I was a few years ago. I was a machine back then. I don't know what's happened to me. Let's see if I can go further east here on this camera. Do I have any options further to the east? I do not. It seems like this warning's about to expire though, so maybe it won't be too bad. I just need this. I just need a view to the south. This is the northwest right here. That's to the east. That's to the west. No really good angle from this, is there? Northwest. We were looking at this earlier. Oh, nice. That's great, actually. That's great news, man. If you want some extra recipes, I have a few that you could add to your repertoire. Like, I've been, I'm not trying to lose weight of anything, but yeah, like, there's this yogurt that I'm eating that probably would be, like, really good for, like, weight loss while still maintaining protein. And it's cool because it's Greek yogurt, so that way you still get a good source of protein, but you don't. But yeah, it's not bad for you. Alexa, lights on, please? Please? Thank you. Why does it randomly do that at 8? Always at 8 o'clock. I don't remember setting anything up for that. Or did I? If I did, it was like a really long time ago. And if anything, the lights should have come on. But whatever. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, this yogurt recipe is that I've been using. It's pretty nice. That makes a difference. You'd be surprised. I still sometimes struggle with eating junky, and I think that's probably what my problem is. Like, I'm a sucker when it comes to ice cream. Like, especially the cookie two-step that Bluebell came out with recently, within the last couple of years. Man, that thing is like freaking drugs. It's so good. So whenever it's on sale, I really have to kind of lock in to stave off temptation, because I look at it, I'm like, ooh. And it's not like I eat a lot of it at once. It's just still the fact that I eat so much over time, you know. Honestly, that yogurt would probably be a good substitute, and then there's other recipes I'm looking up to try to be healthier too. When the time comes for me to actually be out here chasing, I need to be able to, you know, I gotta be clear-headed, and I gotta have all the energy I need, you know? But yeah, yeah, man, just stay away from Bluebell right now, man. That's my best hint of advice to you. Because between that and Eddie's has been my problem. I still have like 2 containers of ice cream in the freezer right now. I have vanilla. And then my mom had made a cake the other day. That's in the fridge as well. So I got ice cream and cake. And then I still have the cookie two-step in the freezer too. So I have to so I'm really trying to, I want to get rid of it, but dang it, man. Fiber. That's one thing I've actually been doing really good at, because like I always try to keep my meals balanced. I'm all about keeping vegetables in the house. Vegetables and fruit. No, it still shows you as a member. It's just YouTube's being weird, that's all. Yeah, it shows your badge on their contingents. I don't know why, why it's not showing up on your end. You're the longest standing member. Before long, you'll be the one that has the, you'll be the first one to the tornado badge. Yeah, it's been pretty... I mean, it's been... I wouldn't say it's been busy. I wouldn't say it's been slow. It's been, like, kind of right in the middle, which is cool with me, honestly. But yeah, Jordan, it's not that I have a... It's not that treating myself is bad. It's more like the amount of ice cream that I eat is a little bit alarming. I can't lie. And I gotta do better with that. Self-awareness is the first step. The real problem is, what am I gonna do about it? I would really love it if Kroger would stop having ice cream on sale. Oh, what? Why is it asking you to become a member? Okay, yeah, that is weird. Yep, I get that from my mom. 100% get that from my mom. And it doesn't help when she starts making pastries too. Like the pound cake that she makes. Like the whipping cream pound cake that she makes is crazy. They do not want to let this tornado warning go. They keep reissuing, even though I don't really see much. Maybe it's here on this edge south of Fort Atkinson. I don't know. I'm not on board. I know that much. Let me see. Is there anything? Any camera over here towards Atkinson? I don't think so. Nope. Not even close. Not even a little bit close. This is looking to the west. This is looking to the southeast, so no. This is looking to the northwest. I need something showing to the east. Nah, it's showing a radar indicated tornado. Yeah, y'all are getting ridged, man. Y'all are getting ridged. Meanwhile, over here, that Gulf moisture flow, man, it does not go anywhere, so hopefully going back to work, I'm not going to be swimming and burning all at the same time. Because I really can't think of a day where we didn't have dew points that were in like the 60s or 70s. If there were any days of those were few and far in between. Like that Gulf moisture has been relentless. But no, Jordan, this is radar indicated. It's not on the ground. There is a chaser over here. It's this little red speck right here. There is a spotter in the area, but they have not confirmed anything down. Rotation has been kind of lackluster, but hey, they're still calling a warning. Then we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, it has been on the ground? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything on it. I've been like been combing through social media and everything in between, and I have yet to see anything. Maybe there's something I've missed, perhaps. I think at one point it did have a wall cloud for sure. There was one point where it did ramp up real nice, like really well. Wow, there's a heck of a shelf cloud outside of Chicago right now. I wish I could show that to you guys. It's a heck of a shelf cloud with this storm. I've seen that much, but yeah, I haven't seen any pictures of a tornado on the ground. There's even been action in Manitoba today. Oh, there was a flash flood emergency for Davenport. We did miss that. Still in effect, actually, right now. And this is observed. Ugh, how awful. Oh, yeah, I see it. I mean, it's really the best view that I can get. Like, look at this huge gap that I have right here. In regards to, like, where the storms are. The place that I would really want to be is, like, towards Fort Atchison. And unfortunately, it's just a huge gap right around this whole entire area. Because Atchison is all the way down here. Or Atkinson, excuse me. I don't know why, where Atkinson came from. This is how you know I've had a long day. But yeah, you can see that right around here. You can see that right around here is just a huge gap. And then I'm stuck with this facing off to the west. There's no real camera that's like in the perfect spot or facing the right direction. So it's a little frustrating, but making do with what we have. I have no cameras that are facing to the east right now, and that's really where things kind of suck. I kind of hate this for the Chicago area, because isn't this like the third or fourth day in a row that they're going to get walloped by another big line of storms with heavy rainfall? And they've already had flooding problems all around the metro area. Like the north side yesterday really copped it. And now they're dealing with it yet again tonight. Talk about an unfortunate situation. The flooding this year has been insane. Like, this is probably some of the most memorable flooding that I can think of in previous years. Perhaps even more so than like the early 2010s. That was a pretty, now, like 2011 to 2012, 2013, those years had some pretty intense flooding in their own right. Or at least that's from what I remember. This is probably going to be the best view we get. It's not from a lack of effort, it's just I have like next to nothing to work with. Excuse me. Oh wow, there was a tornado in Cuba yesterday. Ah, okay. I think we were on the right camera earlier. So I think I found what you were talking about earlier, Justin. But I couldn't confirm whether there was something on the ground or not. That camera in which we were looking at, I think we might have maybe been a camera too far to the north, maybe, or to the south. But even so, I can't confirm if anything was down. Definitely got pretty nasty with the rain and wind there, but I can't confirm it yet. Surveys is probably going to be the only way. It almost does, yeah. Who knows? It might actually be. Could be. It could have been cloud seeded. I'm just kidding. We all know it wasn't, but still. No, I know, I know. I didn't know that it killed 3 people though. That sucks. I know it wasn't fake. Oh wow. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense when you think about it, considering they don't have that kind of same weather advisory infrastructure like we do. In fact, most countries don't, and that's why it's so pitiful to see what we've been seeing in recent time too. We're essentially we are the world leader, truthfully. I don't think anyone else really comes all that close. Like the entire continent of Europe doesn't even like the entire continent of Europe is only able to compare. It's not one country, it's just about the entire continent. So it's frustrating to see that. So, it's really frustrating to see how to see all the stuff that's been going on. Geoengineering searches for tinfoil hat. Yeah, there's a lot of people you could put that tinfoil hat on, honestly. Oh my goodness. Contingents. Man. Jeez. I was actually feeling really bad for them in Cuba. I was like, dang. That's crazy. Oh, perfect. Super photogenic. I mean, they do. Well, I've never said they didn't, but yeah, you are right about that. I mean, it still pales into comparison what we currently have and are on the verge of losing, but let's not get into that because, it's a sore subject for me. It's a very sore subject. And no, in case anyone is wondering, I am definitely not okay with it. Alright, let's see if they can allow this to continue. Odds are, considering what they've already been doing, they're probably going to. But I don't see... I really just don't see a whole lot in the way of rotation, man. Unless it's here. Let me put it in motion. This camera is going. Okay, there we go. There's the traffic. I was about to say, it's like, dang, they're not even on this road like that. Excuse me. Well, not really. I mean, there's still strong winds with it, but I just don't really see anything that kind of stands out as rotation. I'm just not sure if I'm on board, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'd really try not to question the NWS, but on this one, I'm kind of like, well, guys, I mean, maybe we're too close to the radar. Maybe that's what it is. But even then, I thought I'd still be able to see it. Alright, so I guess at the top of the hour I might end the stream, or maybe I might go one more hour depending on how this goes. That seems like the peak of the event, the meat and potatoes of the event is over. At least as far as the hail and, or not hail, but the wind and tornado threat is concerned. The unfortunate situation that we're dealing with now is really revolving around our flash flood threat. We've seen multiple flash flood warnings, several of which are confirmed right now, and a couple of flash flood emergencies. And it's the flash flood emergencies that are alarming to me most. Something tells me they're gonna allow this to continue. It's pretty much gonna go all the way until we get to Lake Michigan at this point. I don't see why it wouldn't. Why they wouldn't keep it going all that way. Alright, let's see how fast this is moving. Only 40? It's kind of surprising. I was expecting it to be moving a little bit closer to 50. But let's see. Maybe the southern end might be moving more towards 50. Wait, what? Since when? That's sick. Yeah, I'm gonna need to save that. I'm gonna need to save that link because that's actually really cool. That is legitimately cool. It won't let me go on there. Yeah, it wasn't going for it, bro. It was a good try, but no. No dice, sadly. Then again, I am using Chrome, so yeah. Let me check. Let me try one other method. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. I got it. That's pretty cool. What's disgusting? I'm gonna save this so that way I can look at this. So that way I can look at these models in the future. Firefox. Shut up, Jordan. That old, outdated. Don't get me triggered on here. Man. I would have understood anything else. But Firefox? Really? Firefox? I've had way more crashes from Firefox than I've had with any other. Wait, what? What? Wait, hold on. Are you joking? Torex? Are you joking? Evan? Evans hasn't even heard of my channel. There's no way. What? You're joking, right? Like, you can't be serious. The fact that Evans even... Is it really my lucky day? Hopefully his people like me. Hopefully his people like me. Because I'm a little different from most weather content creators. But I mean, yeah, Blondie is definitely a common thread, but still, like that. This wasn't on my bingo book. I'm just gonna say that much. Blondie is the GOAT, man. Like, Blondie is a GOAT. I mean, I'm locked in, but I'm shocked. The fact that Evan even found my channel is crazy. Wow. He said he wanted to raid someone random. The fact that he found me is crazy. I mean, it's the same with Brady, but wow. I'm so surprised. I am so surprised. I'd love to actually have a conversation with the man himself. But anyway. Ah, is what it is. Oof. Is what it is. It's alright, Torex. I'm not worried about it. It's cool. It is cool. So, well, I guess. Okay, we are getting this storm into view finally. It's no big deal. I'm not worried about it. It's no big deal. I'm not worried if people show up or not. I'm not tripping. Besides, there's not much really left to stream. This is just about gone. So. And I still have to go to the store later. They close at 11. And it's 8:30 now. So, I mean, at some point I'm going to have to run off of here and sort all that out. So, like I said, no skin off my back like that. Alright, here comes the rain. This is I-94 County F. This is where the warning expired, so we're not going to really see much. And I think I've seen you on here before, haven't I, Sonia? I think you were you part of, like, if I remember correctly, I think you were part of Brady's raid. Yeah. Wait, maybe you were here before Brady's raid? I don't know. It's all starting to blur together. Alright, so I'm gonna see if there's anything over here towards Walcasia, maybe? Maybe there's some cameras over here. This is really where the strongest part of the storm is at this juncture. Yep. Okay, we have plenty of cameras over there. Now I just need to have one that's facing in the right direction. Alright, I'll check that out. Yeah, I remember you found me sometime earlier this year. The way everything's just kind of blurred together this year has been really crazy. Oh, hey. Hi, MKK. Good to see you. Ooh, wow, I didn't think I was this sore. Sheesh. Yes, it is. And my fingers are extra crispy right now, too. They're popping left and right, which is really awkward. And I don't know why the AC's on at this point. Because we've had several storms go over my area, and it's definitely not 90 degrees anymore. Okay. Oh, snap. I thought I had the video up for this. Okay. Oh, I actually have the wrong camera, too. Wow. Wow. Crap. Alright, so what was I at? I thought I was at Lacasia, but I can't find it? You got a little summer storm as well, huh? Oop. Where is it? I've completely lost where I was previously. Where is it? Oh, okay, there it is. I was about to say, I was like, wait. I just had this up a little earlier. Of course. Alright, now I just gotta figure out how to, okay, that's to the north. That's definitely not gonna work. Northwest, maybe. Might be the best we can do. We've been struggling today with the cameras. Yeah, I haven't opened my window today, but I've been outside, so that fresh rain smell is nice sometimes. As long as I'm not smelling fresh pine. That's scary. If you know, you know. I'll say that much. If you know, you know. Sorry guys, I've been on Discord Alright, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Making plans for the future, by the way. But, let's go back to the radar real quick. Okay, well, I don't know what to really do at this point, truthfully. We still have this, radar indicated 70 mile per hour storm. I might hang around just long enough for that. I'm not entirely sure, though, what to do. You know, all these storms further over here, just your garden variety severe thunderstorms. Okay, let's go back to reflectivity here and see what they're looking like. It definitely looks like these are slowing down a bit. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, petrichor. I probably pronounced it horribly, as I normally pronounce things. But anyway, wait. I guess I could take this snapshot off of here, because I mean I don't think it's updated the entire time we've streamed since I've been looking in, like, I think this was like over towards the Chicago area. I never knew the official name of it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at... Oh, this is Iowa. This isn't even Illinois. Oh, I didn't even have this in the right frame. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now I guess we're just waiting to see this pass through. Oh wow, we're down to one warning now. Alright, so... That's actually a really interesting fact. Hey, Contingent, you want to do another one of those little Weather 101 videos? That would be a funny one. If we do that one that where we go over like the rain smell, like we would have to make that one extra funny though. Oh yeah, yeah, I think that would probably lose people, but it would still, we'd have to make it like super funny. Like it definitely would be a bit of a departure from what people would normally see me upload. It'd still be funny though, or we would make it funny. I'm sure it could be done if we actually decided to do it. Are we though? That is the golden question. The corn sweat video it was alright. Probably should have made it funnier. Your segment was good. It was really more me. Landspout? Well, yeah. There's a lot of videos that I really need to do. There's a whole bunch of different ideas that I have, but it's like trying to execute and finding the time has always been my problem. Because every time I think that I'll actually have a moment of time to actually like focus on stuff again and function like an actual content creator that's not jumping on to stream every 5 seconds, then I realize I don't have time. So I'm still trying to figure out the balance, I think. Yeah, I'm really trying to catch up on the music side of things as well. I'm trying to finish up that little project for you guys, especially those of you that are into metal. Because obviously, don't get me wrong, love listening to Jacob. Doesn't get old too quickly. However, I know you guys, I know some of you might want to at least see what I've made, or maybe you might want to see what I've been doing. But that process is, I can't lie, the production process is the most arduous part. It's not even the writing. And I'm doing that part by myself. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've added a lot of videos to my watch later list for list. I've had a lot of, I can't even speak now. I've had a lot of videos added to my watch later list that I need to check out. A bunch of different stuff, ranging from like Swaggle Studios and just all sorts of various stuff, really. So I need to probably clear some of that out. At least watch them, you know. It's almost kind of embarrassing how much stuff I have in watch later now. But I've been kind of stuck in between trying to jump on here when it's feasible, working on music, and I haven't even done much with that. And then also I've been camo grinding on zombies until the game has been like almost crashing for me nonstop, which has really pissed me off. All right, well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got left here. Greenfield was also a hybrid? That's interesting. I didn't know Greenfield was a hybrid. I knew Salt Lake City was. Yeah, Gerald makes sense, but Greenfield though? I need to watch more videos on Greenfield. Because I never watched it from start to finish. I got home just a little too late for that stream. I haven't watched a lot of Trey's videos as of late. There's a lot of those that are in the watch later. Like there are times where there's a couple times where I've like wanted to watch and then I started nodding off and then I would get mad at myself for it. So I had to kind of have to put them in queue. But I want to give those videos my full attention because Trey talks about some really good stuff. Yeah, I think that we're probably going to be offline in a couple of minutes here, truthfully. There's not really much of anything else to cover. I think we're done here. Unless, let's look over towards Colorado, see what we got. Okay, a couple hailers. 60, 50. Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on the list for sure if I don't already have it on there. Oh. Golf ball sized hail. Yeah, I think it's chalked, guys. I think our storm threat is done. Well, I'll say this much. I appreciate everyone who has come in and everyone who's tuned into this stream tonight. It's been an interesting one. And that's one thing about these mesoscale setups. They're always full of surprises. I wish I could have started the live sooner. But I was out of the house at the time when things started to jump off, so it's always it seems like the story of my life, truthfully. I might have seen that video from Selton. Oh, Justin. That was actually the perfect segue for that line too. You never know what you're gonna get. Man, I tell you. It holds so true, though. That's the funniest thing about it. It holds so true. But a couple minutes left to go. Also, any of you that are new around here, if you haven't heard of Justin, it's in chat right now. Torex, if you could drop his link in there. Justin here is a storm chaser in Arkansas. He's yes, so true, MKK or MK. I don't know what to really call you, so if you have a preference, please tell me. Yes, but if y'all don't, I didn't mean to actually show his page. I actually showed his page by mistake. I almost did. MK? Okay. But yeah, Justin here is a storm chaser in Arkansas. He's one of the first storm chasers that we've gotten to work with on here officially, which has been really cool. So obviously, would love it if you would show him some love. You probably already know him by chance, but just in case you don't, make sure you hit that subscribe button for him and for me. Okay, we're getting some good lightning from this at least. So it'll be a decent way to end out the stream. But yeah, it's definitely not as intense as it once was, though, for sure. Well, and there goes the camera. I thought we were going to end the stream on a good note. Come on. There we go. Well, it's starting to rain now. Haven't really seen a whole lot in the way of wind, so I think this is finished here. Oh, yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that. Oh no, they issued a new warning for it. They did issue a new warning. Well, they're gonna go, oh, okay. Careful out there, MK. If you got any pictures, if you have social media or if you have Discord, feel free to send it. It was nice meeting you guys. Those of you that are new around here, welcome. I'll see you guys. Well, we'll probably have a regular video up tomorrow, but yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow with the regular video and then figure out the rest from there. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.